boys and girls. Today we're working on our math lesson 9.8, and we're going to be adding like denominators. All right, so first we're going to be looking at this problem here. We have 1/4, one part of 4 parts, and we have 2/4 plus adding, and we're adding 2/4, 2 parts of 4 parts. So when we add those up, 1, 2, 3, add 1, 2, 3, that equals 3/4. We always keep the denominator the same. If they're both alike, we don't do anything to them, and we just add the parts at the top. Now, if we wrote the problem vertically, this is what it would look like. We would only add the numerators. The parts at the bottom don't change. There's still 4 parts in each thing. So we're going to add just the numerators, 1 plus 2, and we're going to write it 3/4. Let's try another problem. Now we have a problem 4/8, 4 parts of 8 parts, plus 4/8, 4 parts of 8 parts. And now we have 8/8. You can see that the whole picture is filled in. All the parts are filled in. So when we have the same number on the top and the bottom, that means we have one whole. So you would write 8/8 or you would write 1. Now we're going to move to another problem. Now we have a new problem, 3/8 plus 6/8. If we don't add the bottom because they're the same exact number, we add only the numerators. 3 plus 6 equals 9. So now we have the answer of 9/8, but it is an improper fraction. We cannot keep it like this, so we have to change it. Well, if you remember from our previous lessons, we change an improper fraction to a mixed number by dividing 9 divided by 8, which is going to give us 1. We subtract really small because I didn't leave enough room. And we have our whole number of 1. We take our remainder, 1, and the numerator, and then we use our divisor as our denominator. So now because we can't leave it like this, it changes to 1 and 1/8. So if you may need to go back and review the lesson on changing to mixed numbers. But remember, we can never leave a problem the way it is here. We always have to change it into in this better form. Now let's go to our last one. So our last problem, we have 7/10 plus 1/10. So we know that the denominator is the same, so it will stay the same. And then we just add 7 plus 1 equals 8, and we have 8/10. But if you will notice, we can't leave the problem like this. We need to make it into its simplest form. So if you remember, we need to go back and see if we can find a common factor in both the numerator and denominator, and we need to simplify it. So what I would do is I look at the factors of 8, which are 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. And then I would look at the factors of 10, 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. And I will see that 2 is common in both. So then I'm going to divide, which is now going to be 8 divided by 2 is 4. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So our answer in simplest form is 4/5. The rule is you need to simplify the fraction into its lowest terms, always. So make sure before you have your final answer, you're always looking to see if there are any common factors can divide it down. Now you're going to be continuing in your book and doing some more problems, just like the ones we did. If you have any questions, please contact me.